Robin Miller, Marshall Pruett, qualifying's over at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. This is a shocker. Team Penske 1, 2, 3, 4. Scott Dixon 5th, Graham Rahal 6th. They were first and second in class. But probably the most amazing thing is that Elio Castroneves beat Will Power for the pole to win his 50th pole position of his career and break a tie with Uncle Bobby. But son, he never won Pikes Peak or any dirt races, so he's not like me. Anyway, Power said switching between fourth and fifth gear, it hit the limiter or something. It got stuck, so that's an unusual thing. That probably cost him the pole, but it's a hell of a story for Castroneves.
People have been trying to retire Elio every year, Robin. He's done. He's 50.
He's an Indy only guy.
He's 59 years old. He hasn't won in a long. Look, this guy shows up. He's P2 in the points behind Scott Dixon. All of his teammates are behind him in the points. Obviously, he's here. He's on pole. He's running fast. He is one of the great stories of IndyCar. Beyond, forget the Indy 500, just the fact that at his age, as long as he's been doing this guy is still someone you have to fear everywhere we go. That is so cool, and I don't think anyone here, except for you, who put money on Elio, tell us about the pool and how much money you won and where you take me for dinner.
The NBC group, everybody throws in $5 to pick the pole winner. 90% of them took Will Power. Only one took Elio Castroneves. I won't be sharing my winnings with him, though. He has plenty of money. This man, on the other hand, doesn't have a lot of money. But he has a new sweatshirt, San Francisco 49ers, because he's from the Bay Area. He's trying to take the heat off of Ed Jones, who's got a Chicago's Bear decal on his helmet in the middle of Cheeseland and Green Bay Packer country. He doesn't understand how this whole thing works, so Marshall's trying to help him along there. Let's talk about, you're a technical guy, you're an ex-engineer on these cars and stuff. Is it dampers? What is it that Penske has on over everybody? Not just the Hondas, but the other Chevy teams too.
They had, well, you just mentioned it. Their damping program is second to none. The handling of their cars, it's funny, it's not just here. It's Long Beach, it's you name it, even places where they don't win. The handling of the Penske cars, almost everywhere, it's just on a different planet. Ganassi's caught up quite a bit. There are other teams, sorry, we're getting interview bombed. There are other teams that have caught up just a little bit, but yeah, you take the Chevy engine, the Chevy Aero kit that makes amazing downforce with very little drag, and you have cars that handle like theirs and stop like theirs. There's a reason that Scott Dixon, who qualified 5th, the best of the Hondas, was 1.3 seconds behind pole winner. So night and day difference here.
And that's an eternity out of this joint. We'll give some props to Graham Rahal, the one-car team. They're 6th. Scott Dixon said he had the best car ever had here last year, so don't count him out of the race. Marco Andretti backed up his practice speed with his qualifying speed. He starts 8th. Spencer Pigot just missed the fast 12 by a 1/10 of a second. He did a hell of a job. Anything else stand out?
Alexander Rossi, fastest. Started off the weekend P1 Friday morning. Saw him and said, hey, what wasn't your car doing that you wanted? He said, going fast. And I said, all right, well, that's a great note for engineer, but seriously, what wasn't doing? He said, I don't know. It sounds like they're a little bit lost. It happens, trust me. I've been lost countless times as an engineer. That's why I'm here talking to you. But not a surprise that things were so bad that he didn't even make it through to the fast 12. But they've got some homework to do, especially starting out the weekend fastest. So you've got that. Max Chilton, someone else who was really quick. Did a video with him. We'll hopefully watch that here.
Missed half the practice session this morning.
Yeah, missed this morning. Dario isn't here. We actually thought that might be the secret. Get rid of the old man.
Stay home.
Yeah, get rid of the bad advice. And he does pretty well on his own. So,
I got another thing. You had a story earlier today on Racer.com. Michael Andretti, his IMSA program. Tell us about that.
Looking hard at it. Looking very hard at an IMSA program. It's been 2008 was last season. That's the American Le Mans Series, a race in the prototype class. Everything I've heard is GT. Spoke with Michael yesterday. He said GT is where they're looking to go. The rumor is they're trying or believing they might get the BMW program that Bobby Rahal runs. That goes up for bid every year. It's an interesting thing. So, you normally think big program like that, they'd want to do a 3-year, 5-year deal, have stability. They put that up for bid every year. And Andretti's isn't the only team within the IndyCar paddock that I know of that has been asked to bid on that. Spoke with Bobby Rahal, and he's fairly confident that program's staying with him, but I'll write about that next week. A little bit of a reaction to some of the is it going away? And, it could be another manufacturer we don't know of. I don't know of any, though. And most of the other contracts that are in place in IMSA's GT Le Mans category are locked in for a little while. So if it isn't BMW, I don't know who it is. But the team said we have nothing done. There's nothing signed with anybody. And someone from BMW told me the same. So, and I believe them. But do you know that Michael hopes to expand into IMSA next year for sure?
All right, it'd take an idiot to pick against Roger Penske's team tomorrow. Who's going to win?
Willpower.
Scott Dixon, you heard it here first. Pruett, Miller, read his stuff on racer.com. My stuff's unreadable. I can't spell or write, but we appreciate the patronage. We'll talk to you tomorrow night after this race.